Airport travel sucks. And I just think that if we're gonna engage in the kabuki theater that is airport security, they should have to wear red lipstick, do whiteface, don a kimono, just give it some sort of pageantry. Because every time I go through airport security, I'm patted down more thoroughly than any Planned Parenthood exam I've ever had, and without even the offer of a beverage. Recently, I was in New York and I was on my way back to Los Angeles. I get through airport security, but my bag gets flagged for some reason. And now I'm watching this gloved TSA agent rifle through it. He's pulling out my dresses and notebooks and face cream and a pink glass dildo, and his face falls. And that's rude, okay? Because it's not just any pink glass dildo. Right? It's beautiful, it's elegantly shaped. It's the kind of sex toy that if you found it lying on a bookshelf, you might confuse it for art. He takes this beautiful thing and he inspects it with his cold, dead eyes. And finally, he holds it up to get a better look. And now we are bathed in this beautiful pink light. The whole TSA is flooded. I feel like Mariah Carey because I found my light. He is not done. He takes out a wand and swabs my dildo for bomb particles. Now, while we're waiting for confirmation that my pussy is indeed bomb, I notice that the security screen has a 3D image of my bag. And this dildo is not beautiful and pink and gorgeous. It's actually black and oblong and nefarious. And there's a bright red box around it. And I take a picture of it because it is hilarious. And I'm just thinking in my head about all the likes I'm gonna get on Facebook for this. My frown has been turned upside down. As soon as I put away my phone, he looks at me and says, "You're not allowed to do that." And with all the rage that I have for airport security, I just say, "Well, I already did." And so he calls his supervisor on me. His supervisor says, "You're not allowed to do that," and tries to grab my phone from my hand. And because I'm really good at de-escalating situations, I tweet the image. So she calls Port Authority. Now, a suit TSA agent is involved in explaining to Port Authority what's going on. He's explaining photo, he's explaining Twitter, he's explaining glass dildo, and Port Authority is not amused. They are unhappy. Honestly, they're more just disappointed that this is what their job has become, is keeping women like me from taking their sex toys across state lines. So they just look at me and they're saying, "What were you thinking? What you have done is a federal offense." And I am just looking at them like, "I don't believe you." Because you're the third person I've talked to about this, but the first to mention federal offense. And we start going back and forth. And even though I'm trying to maintain this very cool demeanor of speaking to the manager, inside I am freaking out. I am terrified that they're gonna drag me into that little back room. And I don't know what's gonna happen. So finally, they say, "If you just delete the image from Twitter, delete it from your phone, we'll let you go." So I delete the tweet, I text the image to my sister, and then I delete it from my phone. And they are pissed again. They're like, "No, threat to national security." They make me call my sister. I call her while she is at work, and I have to tell her, "Hey, I'm at JFK with Port Authority. No big deal. The picture I just sent you, low-key a federal offense. If you can delete it, none of us will go to jail." So she does, with a quickness. And I hang up, and I'm free to go. And I've missed my flight, and I don't even care, because I'm so happy that I stood up to them. Right now, our government's a mess. They're locking babies in cages. Sexual assaulters are on the Supreme Court. They're in our White House. I haven't seen acts of treason this flagrant since Kelly referred to herself as the second lead singer of Destiny's Child. The world is on fire. And maybe it's not a glass dildo for you, but be bigger, take up space, make your move, and let them know that you're smarter than them. Because when you text an image, it stays in your text message history forever.
Hi, I'm Josh, the director and animator of Storylines. Click here for the next story, here for a playlist of all the episodes, and here to subscribe to our channel. And that's it. That's all the buttons. Have fun clicking. Thanks for watching.